Okay, viewers, you're welcome back to CS Academy on YouTube. We're about to continue from where we stopped with respect to calculation and diagrams in economics. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Now, this is a question coming from the topic known as national income accounting. Now, for national income accounting, most times the calculations will, flip out from equilibrium level of income, or better still, multiplier. Now, this examiner has a combination. We're looking at a question that has 2 in 1 in it. We can actually create 2 questions using just one. So that's what we're doing this time. The first one says the investment expenditure of an economy changes by what? 2 million naira. And MPC is 1.75. Question number 1. What is the change in income? Okay. If you have watched our old videos, you recall that multiplier has 2 formulas. And that's the only way you can actually calculate questions from national income accounting, requesting for either changes in investment, changes in consumption, or changes in what? Equilibrium level of income, or changes in export, or changes in import. You understand? Now, if we have to recall, the first formula I gave you was change in income against change in any national income component represented in that question. And this question is said investment. Investment is always with I. Or 1 over 1 minus MPC, or 1 over MPS. Now we're picking these 2 because MPC is in the question. If this were to be MPS, we would have gone with this and this. You combine the 2 multiplier formulas and use it to find the unknown in the question. What are we looking for? Change in income, which is this. So let's recombine again. We have change in income over change in investment is equal to 1 over 1 minus MPC. Please don't forget, this is multiplier. This is also multiplier. So we're using the 2 multiplier formulas together to arrive at our answer here. It's not a crime, let's go. So our change in income is our unknown. Change in investment, they said, is what? 2 million. Let's just have to bring back the million when we're through. 1 over 1 minus my MPC is 0.75 from the question. I can have change in income over 2 is equal to 1 over 0.25. Please take note. My change in income, if I cross multiply, this will go up there. And then it will give us 2 times 1 over 0.25. Change in income will now be equal to 2 over 0.25 is still what we have. But if I move my decimal point twice, I'm going to have change in income now to become, okay, we can actually put it up here. I'm going to have change in income to become, we don't need to have done the cross multiplication, to give me 200 all over 25. And I have change in income to be equal to 25 here, 1. 25 in 100 will give you 4. In 200, it will give you 8. So what we have above is 8. Our change in income is 8. It means that 8 million is our answer. We're bringing back the million, and then we have 0M. Please don't forget, D is our answer. Change in income. Look at it on the board. Change in income. We move on to multiplier. Don't forget, we have established it. We can't use this because, okay, not that we can't use this actually. because we have gotten the value for you, this, we can use this and go and introduce this to this. So this is 2 million, this is 8 million. You can do multiply in one case is equal to change in income over change in investment. What's my change in income? We have 8 million over, what's my change in investment? We have 2 million. Eventually, my change in income over change in I, which is my multiplier, will give me 2 against 2 will give us 4. Please, if I do not want to use that formula and I want to establish it with this other one, we can squeeze it into this place. Take note, it's still the same multiplier. Don't get confused. If it's right here, it will be right there. If you know what you're doing. Multiplier, please, sometimes represented with K, not M. Take note, I'm just trying to bring it in. So K or M takes multiplier in case the examiner tries to change things in the future. Can I go on? Now this is multiplier, and then we have to use the second formula. We have 1 over 1 minus MPC. And then our MPC is 0.75. We have 1 over 1 minus 0.75. We should arrive at the same answer if what we're doing is correct. 25. 1 over 0.25. If I move the decimal point twice and add zeros above, I'm going to be having 100 over 25. Take note, this against this, it gives you 4. If you compare, we have the same thing. It means that this formula is correct. And once you have the formulas intact, anything you do with your calculation will also come out perfect. So for the first question, 8 million is our correct answer. For the second one, 4 is our correct answer. So D and B, and that settles it for this question. Now, we have a question from a subtopic known as terms of trade. Now, in most cases, when an examiner doesn't give you the term of trade, the examiner will give you the price index of the product or the commodities in the market. But in this case, the examiner says, if a basket of commodity costs 120 naira in the base year, take note, base year, and 240 naira in the current year. Another thing to take note of, calculate the price index. No problem. Don't forget that price index is something extended to terms of trade. But in this case, they just want us to get the price index for this particular basket of commodity. Price index, please. For you to calculate price index, the formula is current year price. Current year price over your base year price, please. Now, if the examiner presents the question in percentage, we can just introduce times 100. And for what we have on the board, current year, but current year price is equal to 240 naira, and then the base year price is to 120 naira. Therefore, without wasting time, let's just introduce it back. What we have here is current year price 240 over base year 120 times 100. If I take this against this, I'm going to have 2. And I have 2 times 100. That will give you 200. And that 200 index price is option B. With 10 seconds, you can get this done and move to something else. And that's just the way it is. Option B is correct and perfect, and that ends it. All right, viewers. With that, we have come to the end of today's session of calculation and diagram questions in economics. Don't forget to like our page, subscribe, turn on your notification, and leave a comment. It's still CS Academy. Thanks for being with us. God bless you.